fuck your son. Fuck it being your son. You're at Michael Jackson's funeral.
Today we have Sonic, Dragon. Today we have Sonic, Dragon Ball Z, yeah, my anime fans, Marvel Universes, Spider-Man, Undead Tom today, not Jerry.
Look at this. We got Scooby-Doo. Okay, we love Scooby. Okay, let's go here. Look at that. Powerpuff Girls. Remember that helmet? Uh-huh. Go over here. What's that? Right? Uh-huh. Harry Potter. Yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on.
I remember I wanted one simple thing whenever. First off, what's good with you, bro? It's 9:00. You feel me? I gotta leave at like 10 o'clock. I'm slowly making no space. I slept in like the tightest, smallest little constraint last night so I could be able to sleep because I had all the stuff on top of the bed. We're doing pretty good when it comes to the location and stuff like that. When it comes to space, I'm gonna flip it up because you can't really see for it. So look, you see this? You can see the floor, right? I know it looks crazy, but then right here is everything that's non-dresser related. Like this is like stuff that doesn't go like clothing wise. Then I have the floor, some stuff's out the way. Then right here, the reason why you see some stuff like the school stuff out is because I put a lot of that stuff inside of those things. But those things now has to be replaced with the clothes that are up on top of here. You see what I'm saying? So like, that's kind of where the hiccup is coming from. But it's gonna go well. It's gonna go well. And yeah, I definitely need more drawer space. And I think I'm actually going to take out, because this also was like some drawer space of mine. I think I'm gonna take that out as well, so I can put that inside of there. Yes, but bruh, I'm doing that. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's important to not get comfortable in any situation. I almost didn't register for my classes again because a part of me thought that like, oh, it's fixed. I'm good. There's no push. There's no desire. You know what I'm saying? I also I had learned this one song for a couple of days in band. It's like, oh, I'm good. I'm fine. I learned it. There's no push. There's no desire to want to get done. You know what comfortability leads to, bro? Comfortability leads to mediocrity. Leads to this sense of excellence that is unachievable, but yet you don't really have the desire to want to get close to achieving. It's a bad look, but it's a reality. It's a reality. That's kind of what I've been facing with. No lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, hate to admit it, hate to say it, but yeah. I might march in these, bro. Just for the show, I might march in these, bro. It's the only white shoe that I have is actually clean. But I think about that same way in faith, bro. And also think about you know, something happened where I was just looking at some old stuff, and like, you know, I just saw my flesh get kind of activated, bro. I saw this Bible. The Bible that I got was like, I was just talking about like how I had this pictures of Nilsa's, and you know, Nilsa saying it was hurt. It hurt to see us together. It hurt to see that picture, so she put it down. But mind you, when she put it down, bro, shortly after that, she had somebody else in the room. Very shortly after that. Very shortly after that. And I guess what that was doing to me is to put in perspective of like, and I was like, oh, you know, like I'm tripping, you know what I'm saying? And I was just pulling out my stuff, and I was like, nah. I said, nah, that's interesting, but it's okay. I was like, you know, some good things came out of the Bible Museum. Then I'm pulling out this Bible, right? And then she's like, yeah, you know, I got that Bible, because I was like, where'd you get this to me again? I was trying to figure out when in the time did I get it, like if I got it before I left, or did she get it to her a little bit after? She was like, oh yeah, no, here you go, and all that stuff. I was like, okay, cool, that was nice. And she was like, yeah, I wanted to give it to you. I was like, thank you. And then she was like, you know, did my hair unravel? Yo. And she said that she actually gave one to him as well. And I was just like, great, you know. Not only did I not get it, but I probably didn't get it first. And I don't know. Those are the details. The point I'm trying to make is to spark the concept of the feeling of feeling like, dang, this really happened. And also, dang, like, I wasn't, like, just this dance can't, like, I can't believe this kind of happen for real, you know. And just the disappointment and the upset, and just the easy communication. Like, she was so avoidant that she wouldn't have the easiest convo talking about some, to this day, where she was like, that's why I was so avoidant before, because it's that deep to me. That don't even make sense. We can never, like, I would try to have, like, to me, that's the main word. She's like, we're having these great, very introspective conversations. I ain't getting, like, a lick of info. And then I find out later it's because she's choosing to not, like, the only time she would ever talk about it is when I bring it up. If I didn't bring it up, she was not talking about it. She was not talking about that, man. She was not talking about us. She was not talking about these feelings. She was like, I'd rather just do anything else in the world. It doesn't make any sense. But it's not supposed to make sense. But what I'm trying to tell you is that perspective is something that is dangerous. And I caught myself kind of getting, you know, a little frustrated. And that comes with comfortability. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the feelings were never gone. It's always gonna be a sore subject. You know what I'm saying? The feelings have never passed. But what irritates me again, of course, is the understanding of how avoidable any other damage could be if they just communicated. That's something that's the biggest lesson, I think, that I hope me and her learn, is the fact that, like, when to stick around, to listen to that. Cause I'm not gonna lie, like I was thinking about the other day, like if it was anybody else, gang, I remember like what an old pattern of mine is. An old pattern of mine is if it was anybody else, I would just not say a word. I love doing that to people. They're like, "Where's Rashawn?" You don't hear a word from me. There's no speech. There's no dissertation. I'm not about to sit here and run you a paragraph, nigga. I'm just gonna go. I've done that in the past. Like, nigga gonna ghost like Danny Phantom, bro. And to think to do that to somebody like her, it just doesn't even comprehend. It makes sense. But after something like that, that's definitely what my normal response would have been. But because it was her, because of what she is, because of who she is to me, because of what God has given me, I had the foresight to know, okay, nah, let me actually see it for what it is. I'm seeing somebody that's just hurt and dealing with it in the worst way, and I have to deal with it. It sucks, but I have to deal with it. So yeah. But in perspective, just chasing God's heart, chasing the Lord, I think was my biggest point of this though. It's like, imagine how I felt the Lord. Like, I don't want to get into a habit where I get so comfortable, things go so right, to where you get comfortable and you don't depend, and you're seeking His approval every day. And that's something I need to go out my way to definitely do. Because a lot has been happening, and I've been saved from a lot. A lot was still happening. And it's like, yeah. Like I pray one thing is like, I told that woman about the whole financial situation, and I think she turned into like some PR thing. But I hope the video still gets posted. Hope they see me a lot. I'm gonna be talking about this stuff forever. I let the freshmen leave today. Like, they had orientation, and something hit me. It was like, just for clarity, let me tell y'all again, like, if you are a person that is, if you have orientations today, like, we will see you later. Like, you don't need to be there. Like, if your orientation's at that time, you need to be there because that's important. Like, you're a student, like, get the whole thing. Don't make band your whole thing, like, of life. Like, that's not how it should be. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody's trying to have you do all that. You know what I'm saying? So, and she was like, "Oh, should I go to da da da?" I was like, "Nah, like, you should definitely, like, go to your orientation." She's like, "Okay, thanks." I was like, "Yeah, enjoy your day. Right, this is your freshman college experience. I hope that you have something else handled. I hope you're able to lock some other stuff in. But yeah, your freshman, your experience is important, So yeah, nigga."
this fat motherfucker from fucking Spider-Man. Moving like Spider-Man. Look at this shit. Watch this shit. Look at this shit. He thought, look, that nigga gone. Oh, came out. Belly roll. Look, the fuck? No, it ain't your ass. That's why he had to go behind that car. And the nigga hit him with the socket. Nigga, they got this.
I don't weigh no 300 pounds. I weigh 165. How you doing? Now I'm gonna show you how a bitch go down that slide.
I'm out of the way.
I don't weigh no 300 pounds. I weigh 165. How you doing? Now I'm gonna show you how a bitch go down that.
The hungry bunny ate a carrot.
Miss Carmel, I love carrots.
You love carrots.
I love carrots.
Are you a bunny?
No.
Are you sure? The hungry.
I ain't gonna lie, I got OD clothes, gang. I don't know how it's gonna work. I might have to like put some of these joints to the floor or something like that. I don't know. But I know, like I said, for clarity, for the purpose of bringing things closer together, I might put like I said, I want my clothes and all that like nearby. But yeah, again, like God is God is an ever growing type of being. Like, he don't want us to be stagnant with him and the things that we do. And oh my gosh. I can see myself getting into this bitter respect, like, mindset of, like, I did too much. I've overwatered the plant. You know what I'm saying? I've doing too much on my own, so I hurt you. But it's because I wanted you to do it for yourself. And then when you get an opportunity to do it for yourself, you don't. So how is it that I'm supposed to trust that you know it now? How is it that I'm supposed to trust that, you know, you really truly got this? That it's not just like a moment, this isn't you just saying it, like you actually like really understand. And that is like something that's the golden question. All I see right now from this is showing her that she cares about me and I understand that, and I really do. But do you understand what's yourself? And that's why we're not dating. You know what I'm saying? Like, she literally has to go handle the stuff for herself. And that's why we're not dating. And she's gonna be in the program and thugging it out. And it's gonna be a great experience. And I really want her to push herself. I'm gonna do the same. And like I said, we are going down a similar path. So that's why, like, the fact that, like, you know, we got close together, but like the, you know, yeah, the fact that we gotten closer together, and the fact that we've shared desires and goals and stuff like that. Those are all make perfect, beautiful sense. But she talking about some, you know, all men really wish you would hurry up and get, you know, and kind of get focused. And it's like, yeah, I would want the same thing. Like, I want the same thing, no cap. I want the same thing from her. But yeah, like, I would love to skip to the good part or whatever you want to call it. But that's just not how this works. The good part matters. And on top of that, you have to want to chase your own good part. Like, maybe Nosa's the type, it really takes her to be on her own, like I said. And like I said, being out here in Disney, it might really do that. But man, I will say, as much as it hurts, it's 100% right that she literally was doing all this stuff simply out of just, I don't want to be alone and I'm fearful. I'm upset, I'm mad, but at the same time, I don't want to be by myself and deal with this mess. I want somebody, and why not? Then she identified it, never would talk about it for real, and just didn't want to have a conversation with me. These are so many things I just don't want to talk about anymore. It's like I said, I'm not even going to discuss it for real. But yeah, I definitely do think I gotta. Right, bro, this drawer's ridiculous. You see this? I think I gotta move drawers, bro. So I'm gonna just take this out and dump it onto the floor. And put my clothes in it. Cause ain't no way. Then I talk to the homegirl and be like, yo, we still using it? Like, what's going on? Still in the bastard, my nigga. This is the book that I got in the Solutions Hub. Like, I did thought that I was doing my thing. See what I'm saying, bro? Like, if my grandfather were here, he would just be excited I'm doing something and that I'm figuring it out. Because as a man, I think he would say, like, you know, he'd be like, yeah, you gotta go up there and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, as a man, that's what you gotta do. He knew that, and he loved that, he respected it. It just sucks that they can't see the rest of my life. I think that's the sad part. Is that they won't be able to see another part of my life when it matters so much. Like he won't be able to see me become everything I wanted to become. That's okay. Cause he's still around, but it's just, man. That's how you know it's about. It's about doing things for yourself too. It's like, clear this is God's timing. So who am I to judge or say that it was wrong? You know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunate, man. Like, truly. I just really hate, bruh. I just hate that fact, bruh. I really do. I can't express that enough. Like, just experiencing some real life loss. Like, that that's what made it crazy. It's like I was going through a heart loss. Wow, like a breakup, or like a bad loss. And then, you know, it's just like, nigga, like hearing that news, hearing that conversation, it just made a nigga feel like he's going off himself, bro. High key. Like, it was just like, bro, this is just too much all at once. I never got double whammied like that in my life. And I think I need to reflect on that more often, on how much life, how serious life is. How much life do I have to lose, bro? Like, I don't got time to play. I don't got time to just sit here and just be bored. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got things on my mind. I got people that I expect to depend on and see and all that stuff like that. Like, this isn't foreplay again. This is like real life attempt. For me, it changed my life. Like that girl said yesterday, she was like, look, like, you need to find somebody where it's like, hey, I'm here to change my life. Let me call that nigga. Actually, no. I'm gonna call him when I take time to actually sit time to think about everything I want to do. Because we could talk about it, but I need to have things written down, organized. Be able to tackle things. He needs to get settled. But Sam's definitely someone that I think the college program. Like, I saw this man multiple times. I saw him at the college program. I saw him in this stage of life. I saw him like in multiple stages of life. So it's like, you know, I think there's more of a purpose there to our friendship that we just haven't dived into. And I would like to dive into that. Like, but yeah, bro. Like, like I said, I get it, bro. I get her feeling upset, bro. I really do. I get her feeling upset, but what you do with how you feel is very scary. Like, that's just real. That's just real. Like, what do you do when how you feel doesn't line up with how you are? You know what I'm saying? Like what do you do when these things actually hit the wall? Do you sit there? Do you stay stagnant? Like, what do you do when how you feel doesn't line up with like who you are? You know, like you want, like, yeah, you want to crash out. You know what I'm saying? Of course. But you're like, okay, no, but I can't. Where's the self-control, bro? And that to me is still a scary thing. And have I seen something better? Yeah, I have seen something better. But I don't know. I think it was good for me to just hang it up. It wasn't like I was upset. It was just like, I need to not be here right now. I need you to sit in whatever thoughts that you're in. And I need to go. Go ahead and scroll on social media. I gotta try to end this. But yeah, bruh, like, different pins and all that stuff like that. Like I said, I could have. To me, it's clothes going to dressers game. But it's like, you know, and then for me, I'm still going through, like, I've been on go, but it's like, bruh, I still experienced a lot. My mother experienced a lot. My aunt, my grand folks. Like, there's so many people that still experience what they experienced. And it's like, so what does that mean? Do we just go through a loss to keep it pushing? Or do we replace it with something that's positive? And I think one thing that's helping me is the gym. You know what I'm saying? Finding something to work out in. You know what I'm saying? Finding some community, and that has definitely helped. And I would like to continue that. Let's be honest. Like I said, I'm talking about. Oh my god, I didn't think you ever liked that for real. People just saying stuff like. And it's one time to just do it once. It's not, but to do it so many times is such a crazy, like, it's like we clearly didn't want the same thing, and I don't know what she wanted. But that's what I was saying, like, it's detailed than that, it's more complicated than that. So it's like, you can't even just make an assumption like that.
When people know your potential, they don't be wanting to tell you nothing. They don't want to support nothing. They don't want to like nothing. They don't want to tell you congratulations.
I want to call them in Joshua, bro.
They don't want to like nothing. They don't want to tell you congratulations. They don't want to give you a compliment. They don't want to do nothing, but they want to keep tabs on you, though, to see if you're going to make it.
Barely that.
Yeah. Yeah, people know your potential. They know what you're capable of, but do you know what you're capable of? When people know your potential, they don't be wanting to tell you nothing. They don't want to support nothing. They don't want to like nothing. They don't want to tell you congratulations. They don't want to give you a compliment. They don't want to do nothing, but they want to keep tabs on you, though, to see if you're going to make it.
Dear Lord Heavenly Father, thank you for taking the time to just cleanse my mind, cleanse my heart, remove any distraction of just leftover frustration. Just remove that from me. Bro, I legit have like a whole another section of those. I think I might put right there. But it's like my wrapped up not those sweatpants. What's good with you? Nothing, bruh. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a new spot this year. So like I just been back and forth trying to move in. But, you know, last week we had band camp, so that was from 5:30 a.m. to 11. And we had like a lunch break, dinner break, and breakfast break for like hours, like for an hour each. So I didn't really have any other time. But this week band doesn't start till 4. But I've been using that time to like prepare for like a lot of the band stuff that we got going on. So I just been trying to squeeze in the time, get the room right. But yeah, I'm in a house this year. So if you're trying to slide, bro, you really got the space now. You don't gotta worry about no security or nothing, nigga. You just slide through. But yeah, it's been a odd balance, can't lie. But yeah. But yeah, bro, long day, long nights. Haven't been able to do any desire to make it stuff or anything like that. Nah, as of now. But it'll get there. Just gotta worry about some other stuff. That boy texting his heart out. So that man texting his heart out.
Chuck. There's something Chuck asked me to do because what I told him I'm gonna do it like drop in a photo booth off at a wedding. You know, I was gonna pay for that night, but I got again I forgot about it. So I ended up on the schedule to work Saturday. So pretty much I would really be able to do the job because I was, I'm able to like get off.
Dang. Double booked. Double booked. He busy for real. Double booked.
I had to block back in, bro. I started really, not like, how I put it,
Complacent.
not complacent.
Comfortable.
Not even that. I just been so, like, ripping and running so much. It's like, cause like all to the point that all I want to do when I get home is just like chill. So
I know the feeling.
there were some things that and even add on my calendar because I just, not so much. I just like, yada yada, and just got too. I'm just getting so busy to the point where it's not like, oh, I can keep this stuff in my head. I have to put it on the calendar to keep that going. From last Saturday, looking for text messages for these weddings. Ready to get these wedding packets figured out so I can start making these playlists. I see that I had a wedding last Saturday. I almost missed out on this whole event. I was almost a no-show.
Why? Oh dang. No show for a wedding would have been really bad.
It started already? So you just started already? Okay.
So just see how I do for that. Hopefully that stop from kicking out.
Okay.
That is a good shit. Yeah, power to the rest. And always angry.
What's the cash app?
I don't know how man just keep finding jobs he can get his phone. I can kind of suppose the rest of the year, bro. I might need another drawer. Yeah, kids in it.
I will. Hopefully that works. I don't want to know.
Oh, bro, I did have. Bro, I'm tripping. I did have a drawer with the school. The school gave me like 3 chores. That's why this isn't adding up. Oh yeah. So this is not gonna fit for real, like, at all. This is definitely not gonna fit.
Yeah, I was almost nearly no shelf. I didn't see that text message, or was almost going through the messages.
Damn.
Really was no shelf. Oh my god. I'm glad I would.
Would have been bad for business right there.
Huh?
So that would have been bad for business.
Sure. But, yeah, thank God. So, what else? Yeah, like I said, I'm just getting to that point where I'm just like really ripping and running around so much. Like I gotta put everything in the calendar, and also just gotta what's the word I'm looking for?
Good. Good. Bruh, I just peeped that, like, dang.
Like today has been like my first.
Are you at the house?
Huh?
You at the house?
Yeah. So this is my first off day. I'm actually not ripping around.
Right.
I was off last day after that gig. I had to run some and I did watch Spider-Man, and then after Spider-Man, I had to drop Jordan off, and then I had to go straight to the gig.
Bro, did you even take a shower just now?
Well, I don't take showers in the morning.
Wow. Some white boy behavior right there. Pure white boy behavior.
Not white boy behavior.
Pure white boy behavior.
I don't know, like.
I'm just messing
Yeah,
with
like I just came inside after playing a full tennis match, went to sleep, woke up, and just walked out.
you. It's the fact that I know Jesse probably has done something like that though.
Hey man,
when we're supposed to possibly hang out that night, like I had to fly out within that day. That's why I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen, brother. Like I gotta leave. Like literally, I had to fly out within literally like I said, like within the day. Oh my gosh.
What can I wait to get paid Friday?
Huh?
I can't wait to get paid Friday.
Yeah, bruh. I just started back working a little bit, but like we haven't really it's a little weird because with me managing a drum line, I haven't had the time by being a leader, whatever. I started working with them yesterday for the first time, so I gotta clock those hours actually. But other than that, I can't wait because I need it badly. Like super bad. And I gotta make my work schedule for the next couple whatever. Are you where'd y'all end up getting it into that day?
I gotta cut this chainsaw.
No, I said that day. Like the day you called me to slide that way.
Oh, me and Danilo was smoking a cigar in the backyard.
Yeah, that sucks. Like I said, when I made it, I was flying out in New Orleans too. So you know how long that drive is.
Man, I might get a rental to Orlando.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad move.
Yeah, I was like, what's it called? Paying for what you call a flight. That's a flight between like me and Jordan. That would be like, $900,000 right there. And then on top of that, you may have to pay extra depending on your luggage weight and how much you're bringing.
Oh no, you're definitely.
Huh?
So y'all definitely gonna be spending more by taking the flight. Cause yeah, the luggage, how you bring back. Then on top of that, you gotta pay for parking already. That's just gonna happen guaranteed. And then on top of that,
if I was gonna fly, I would get somebody to drop us off. But
no, oh well then, well not that. It's the Uber. You gotta keep paying for Ubers though.
Yeah, I know.
And them Ubers be expensive out there. Can't lie.
But what I was saying was, it's like, I'm not really make sure you got to pay extra for that there, and you don't even have transportation once you get there. And so, I had to take the rental. So I don't know like TSA. And that's transportation once you get there.
Yeah, no, you definitely picked a better option, bro. You definitely picked the better option. Yeah, I need that. Haven't got the chance. Sucks. I've been out the gym for like 3 months. It feels like basically it's a terrible feeling.
Man, I've been going to the gym like before work. I'm like, ain't no way I'm going after. Ain't no way I'm going after.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, are y'all excited to go to Orlando?
Oh, definitely. Oh, definitely. Especially going to see, going to visit Epic Universe.
Yeah, that's tough. I ain't even done that. I'm possibly thinking.
By that twin roller coaster? Oh, yeah.
I'm
I'm the first, I'm gonna bring that DJI with me. Which you already know. I'm gonna bring that DJI with me.
Oh yeah. Come on, brother.
Might get some more essentials for it, like battery packs and stuff for it. You're gonna be in there. Live.
Okay.
Man. I tell you the truth though.
What?
Well, this job been wearing me out. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do.
Right. Got to do that.
Back be hurting, legs be hurting.
Yeah, got to do that one. Damn, that sucks. Oh well. Yeah, bro, legs be hurting. I'm already knowing. But like I said, man, the sacrifices, right? You're gonna have a great end of the year. You know what I'm saying? End of the year gonna be tough.
Yeah, for real. And so now that I have this job, I told my brother in there, I was like, I plan on coming out to Houston a lot more. Spend time with my nephew and nieces.
Okay.
I'm still gonna come up, slide up there at some point in time when I have time.
Might as well. Yeah. Right now I'm getting ready. We have a performance in we got a performance in for orientation. Then after that, we got a couple of practices. So I gotta hit that up real quick. Woo! Come on, man. can leave at 10:10. Why I tell you it's cold in this room, bruh? I'm like, dang. Mad break. It's cold as a mud. What? What you got? Okay, that's new. Sometimes you gotta give yourself one thing. No, I meant like when you're talking about like having like, oh, you have all these like ideas and stuff like that, and you're trying to do all this stuff. I said sometimes you gotta start just with one to complete it. For example, Desiree Makey was a YouTube channel. Like I'm trying to make films still. I never got a chance to do it. Zara Make It was originally gonna be like, you know, I still want to make videos, but trying to do videos and do the clothing and do all that stuff at the same time. Obviously, that's what it was supposed to be, but it was hard to do that. So, like, I took the time with my busy schedule. It was like, okay, let me just pick one thing so I can accomplish something. Now, it took a little longer to accomplish it, but when it did, it's like, okay, now when somebody talks about Zara Make It, I can't just be like, oh yeah, I do videos. It's like at DreamCon. In the past, I was at DreamCon, I'd be like, oh yeah, you know, we do videos, haven't made ones in a while. Yeah, I got this shirt. We're working on a clothing brand. Da, da, da. Instead, this year I was like, oh yeah, we got a clothing brand. Yeah, we used to do videos, but yeah, here, I spent time on the clothing side. Here's some real product. They checked the website out. It's like, okay. It's like, so instead of trying to like cram everything all at once, I was finally able to benefit off of like picking one thing and sticking to it. Cause now I have something to show for it. Now, don't get it wrong. Behind the scenes, you already know I still working on stuff, but it's like, but actually having something presentable was the one. And to that, I'm not necessarily mad about. Like, so like, you know, I know like different things that you're curating, especially towards the end of the year. If there's one thing you feel like is the most like manageable with your schedule to do, or just the thing you just want to get done the most, I would pick that and go all in. You know, while you can, and let that just be the start of whatever else you got, like the foundation piece.